All creators like to film when they travel. And for stock video creators, this can even offset the cost of or pay for your vacation. I have been on vacations that have really paid off in stock sales, but probably not the way you think. Although you might get some sales from popular tourist attractions, this is not a good approach from a stock video sales perspective. Of course, it is worth going to these places and documenting your vacation if for no other reason than for your personal use, for your memories, for your family. But think of how many visitors these sites have. Suppose you go film the Taj Mahal, you visit it, you enjoy it, you upload those clips. Into the stock video world, that's like throwing a bucket of water into an ocean that is crowded with that type of footage. But let me tell you why I think there's still an opportunity if you approach it the right way. I used to own a small travel business. It was a part-time thing that I did to make some extra money, and so I could take people to places where I really enjoyed to be. I would take people to Jordan and Egypt several times a year. I took them to all the famous tourist locations, but I also made sure that they were able to have unique experiences with local people. I'm not talking about glamping with Hollywood Bedouins. I mean meeting, hiking, breaking bread, eating goat, and drinking camel milk with genuine nomadic herdsmen. Sometimes we went with people whose only income was fishing on the Nile when we were in Egypt, for example. Filming real people living their natural lifestyle is going to go much further in the stock video sales world than any videos you might take of the pyramids or even camels at sunset in the desert. Of course you want to go to all those famous places, those major landmarks, those places that are on your bucket list. Do so, film it, absolutely. Even if you have some really good clips, upload it. Maybe they will sell. However, I have 3 tips that will not only increase your sales, but enrich your life and the lives of others. First thing, get off the beaten path. There are thousands of videos of the ancient monuments of Egypt, but there are very few videos of those grungy, noisy, loud, chaotic neighborhoods where, for example, the Sudanese refugees live in Cairo. On the other hand, if you're going on a safari to Kenya, by all means film the amazing wildlife migrations, which are the chance of a lifetime. It's just amazing. You will never forget it. But many people have filmed those. What you're more likely to sell is the everyday life of real people living their lives and customs and traditions in the Kenyan rural communities. Budget some time so that you can go to a village, and after you get to know some of the people, ask if you can film them. Often, when you come in a humble, willing to learn way as a guest, they will honor your visit with a community celebration, maybe even a feast or a dance or some other traditional way to show you about their culture. A few years ago, and this wasn't a vacation, it was a business trip, I went to visit the Marsh Arabs in southern Iraq, down by Basra. I went there, and after seeing all that I needed to see, we were building a hospital down there. I got to know some of them, and I asked if I could come to their village. They took me out to the village. They showed me where the water buffalo, I think that's what they were called, the water buffalo were. It was almost like hippopotamuses coming out of the water at the boats as we went by. We went to a grass hut where all the reeds were bound together, and they had this big layout of table. The elder or sheikh of the village, he fed me by hand. I'm not saying this was real comfortable for me. It was kind of odd, but it was a cultural experience I could never forget. And in that situation, I couldn't get the perfect shot, but I did take a little video discreetly after I asked them of this celebration we were having. Those are the kind of things that can really be unique in the stock video world. Not only are you more likely to sell these videos, but you'll be a more informed, sensitive, and educated traveler. You'll connect with the local culture. Instead of just checking the boxes of famous landmarks, you're going to meet real people, have real conversations, and real human exchanges. You'll have stories and experiences that matter. You may increase awareness, expand your paradigm of understanding, build bridges across cultural divides. You'll connect with people. And while you're doing so, you may take some video that exposes a lifestyle or a situation or conditions that the world needs to know about it. While you're doing that, remember, kindness, patience, and safety comes first. This is my third tip. You need to be safe, aware, and deliberate in what you do. Always research areas before you go. Often a local guide is willing to take you to his neighborhood, village, or hometown. Absolutely do that. Study, learn, and respect the local customs. Ask permission when filming. Make sure that you have backup plans, alternative means of transportation, and let somebody know where you are and what your itinerary is. Some shots are not worth the risk. Again, on another trip, not that long ago, I was in Sudan. I was meeting with people. We were looking at trying to build a school there. And during that trip, a coup started between a coup that resulted in a war that is still ongoing, a tragic event. I was there. I was not part of either side, and neither side wanted me involved, which would become perhaps an international incident. It was so tempting to take out my camera and start filming historically what was going on. But then I would no longer have looked like the humanitarian that come to help them build schools and hospitals. Now I was looking like a reporter, or maybe had some other ulterior motive for being there. To be on the safe side, I avoided that temptation to try to get this film that nobody else would ever have, and I put my camera away and didn't even ever bring out my phone. Safety comes first. Don't risk your life to get the shot of a lifetime. I would never say that travel stock footage is an easy way to make money. In fact, I have never said on this channel that stock footage at all is an easy way to make money. If you're here on this channel, you're here to hear the truth. While you're on that trip, you're going to do some good filming and you're going to get these other clips that no one else is getting. It's not going to pay off right away. You've got to do the uploading and you've got to wait for sales to come in. It will take time, but it can, in time, pay for the entire vacation, or it'll certainly offset the cost of the vacation. It takes time to research, plan, and execute this approach, and it takes time for the sales revenue to accumulate. But you will offset your travel costs as you create more meaningful, unique, creative content. If this sounds like it's a good fit for you, start planning your next trip differently. Add time for meaningful cultural exchanges with local people. Before you travel, research the history, the culture, learn some words in that language. Make sure everyone in your party is comfortable with what you're doing and where you're going. Don't ruin everyone else's fun for your agenda. Dedicate time to film everyday life and not just tourist attractions. Don't worry about getting the perfect shot. Be safe. Focus on capturing authentic moments that tell real stories about real people living difficult or unique, interesting lives. Maybe you already have travel footage sitting on a hard drive that you thought wouldn't sell and so you discarded it. I would encourage you to look through that again and see with your new eyes after this video if there's something there that maybe is more value in stock footage world than you thought. If you've been filming travel stock footage, what has been your experience? Have you found success with tourist locations or off the beaten path content? What destination surprised you with sales? Put your comments down below. This might help others plan their own travel and have a better strategy when they go. Sometimes those comments really help people, and they can help me. This is a community where we share the truth and we are open with each other. Please let us know what your experience has been with travel footage and stock video. I want to challenge those watching to go, do, and learn what most tourists and many stock video creators don't even think of. If you're a subscriber to this channel, thank you for joining me in this journey. If I can do it, anyone can do it, and I appreciate learning along with you. If you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing for more honest takes on making money with stock footage. Hit the bell so you can be alerted to new content, tips, and to help me learn. I appreciate every view and comment. Now go plan that trip and film something that nobody else has ever thought to film and bring to stock video.